Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners. Enjoy this Goldylocks Productions presentation of the Stacey and Company Show. Stacey Ericson channels messages from your higher self and other realms. Connect with your own unicorn and dragon. Step into this magical realm now.
Hey everyone, I'm Stacey Ericson and so happy to be here today. I have a great guest with me today. His name is Jeremy Riden. He's the host of Higher Realms, and his show you can watch right here on the Goldylocks Productions at 8 o'clock on Tuesday nights. So how are you, Jeremy?
I am awesome, and what an honor it is to be in Stacey and Company. How exciting. What a great show we're going to have today.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be lots and lots and lots of fun. So can you tell us about you a little bit? What is a soul coach astrologer?
Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful question. So I've been life coaching and business coaching for people for, close to almost 2 decades now. And as an astrologer, what I do is I help people look at their natal chart and discover why they're on Earth, what they came to do in this lifetime, the career, the romance, their health. All of this is seen in the astrology chart. Unfortunately, most people think astrology is just their sun sign that they read in the newspaper, so they don't give it much credence. But if you've ever had a true astrology reading with a soul coach, which is basically someone like me that's trying to align you up with your soul purpose, align you up with your highest good, connect you to your higher self, using astrology and the other esoteric knowledge, you'll be like, oh my God, I'm so much more than just my fill in the blank sun sign.
Oh, that's so cool. And you and I are born on the same day and the same month. I know.
Twins, birthday twins.
Yeah, we are a little.
I have to say, we're born on the cusp of beauty. September 21st is called the cusp of beauty. And I think we got it, girl. We got it going on.
Definitely. We definitely work this for sure. We are 21 all the way. So how can astrology help us to achieve our highest good?
What a phenomenal question. And everyone that is coming in today, I'm so excited that you're here. Please put in the comments and we'll definitely take your comments. And today and a little bit later, we're going to be actually looking on how to activate people's career through remedies. Your astrology, every part of your life can be activated through doing different types of little tricks and tips. And we're going to give you the tips today on how to activate your career with your career animal. And so this is your spiritual animal, totem animal, according to your Vedic astrology chart. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. But back to your question, astrology does it all. I call it the best psychology tool in the world. If you use astrology for the greatest wisdom, and that's the wisdom of who you are, what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what makes you angry, what makes you feel confident. All of this is seen in the astrology, because astrology is just a map of the cosmos. It's the universe. You're a part of the universe. I'm a part of the universe. We're living inside a living system. And that system has different types of energies. And so astrology tells us this is the energies that you have in the different areas of your life. And if you know what energies you're working with, then you can have a better idea what activities you should be doing, what themes you should be doing, when you should be doing things. So many people have the right intention, but they're doing it in the wrong season. Astrology, kind of like that old scripture says that there's a time and place for everything. Astrology just gives you the timing of what you should be focusing on in every season of your life.
Oh my gosh, astrology is amazing. It sounds perfect. Well, let's do a reading and see. Do you have a reading ready? And
reading time. Reading with Riden.
All right.
Which one are we doing first?
Whichever one you feel is.
I didn't know. All right. So let's go ahead and do Kimberly. And for those that are watching, these people, they sent their birth time in ahead of time for me to do the reading. And towards the end of the show, if we have reading time for people that didn't get a chance to send your info in, you can still probably maybe ask us some general questions and I can do some general readings. But specifically for career today, we're going to look at Kimberly. And Kimberly, what is interesting for you is this is what I want you to do. You're in the Vedic system. The animal that controls your career, that activates your career, is a female elephant. And it's a beautiful, so what you would have to do is what I'm telling everyone today is in the next few days, I want you to draw on a piece of paper an elephant for you, Kimberly, because that is the goddess, that's the energy of your career, activating your career. And this is the thing though. Your elephant must be orange. You must do an orange elephant. You need to draw it, or you can get a coloring book. You can get a coloring book and color it orange. Take that coloring of the orange elephant from your coloring book or what you drew on a piece of paper and put it in and do it on orange paper if you can, all different types of orange, but put that orange elephant somewhere where you do your work. So put it in your home office, put it next to your laptop if you're doing social media. If you're a student and you're studying, put it next to your book. But you want to take the orange elephant and start looking at it. And even with your totems, start bringing elephants into your home, pictures of elephants, put it on your screen, on your phone, make the backdrop an elephant. And what you could also do is start studying, what does the elephant symbolize? We know the elephant's full of wisdom. We know it's full of patience, and it's very mystical and highly worshipped in many cultures. So do this today. In the next 6 to 10 days, you should see some type of money coming in, a door opening for your career, a connection, something good happening for you, Kathy, with doing orange elephants and elephants in general. And if after 10 days you don't see anything, then do another elephant. But you want to keep that elephant around you when you're doing anything work related. All right. How exciting.
Oh, I love it. So Kimberly, one thing that I'm seeing for you and your elephant is to put a big flower right on its forehead. And then you can have like little tattoos of flowers going down its snout. But I feel like that will help bring in that feminine energy to help create that feminine elephant that Jeremy was saying that it should be. Oh, this is so exciting. I'm so happy. I love bringing animals into my show. So cool.
Got one here, baby. I'm an animal. Animal.
I know. I think we both are. It's a 21 thing. So, all right. So let's get back to some questions then. So do the planets control us?
So everyone out there, a lot of people will be like, oh, you guys believe in astrology. You think the planets control you. And what I have to tell people, get ready. I'm going to give you a revelation right here, right now. The planets don't control you because you are the planets. The planet's DNA. Remember, you're a child of the universe. Science has proven that in our body is made up of the chemicals of the stars. So it isn't that the planets are controlling you, they're influencing you. You are being influenced by Mars. What's Mars? It's your passion, your aggression, your temper, that warrior in you. So different, so you got Mars, but it may be in Cancer. A Mars in Cancer, their passion is different than a Mars in Aries. They're both passionate, but the zodiac sign tells us what they're passionate in. And so when I tell people, no, the planets do not control you, but they do influence. They do influence you and they do compel you. Why? Because life is living through you. That's why it's important to know what your planets are, because then you can do what they want. And if they do what they want, then you're more calm because what's in your very DNA.
Oh, that is so cool. So just as our watchers here, I'm just going to read real quickly. Kimberly said about her elephant, cool, thanks a lot. And for a Hindu goddess also with the flowers going down the nose and the face. It's so cute. And then Crystal, just to get to you real quick, that we're going to do readings at the end of the show as well, but not probably these type of readings. But Jeremy said that he could help with some other types of readings. So, so we'll try to get to you guys later on in the show and continue. All right. So do we want to do one more reading right now?
Sure. So we're
I
going
love
to
the
do
animals.
Huh?
I said, I just love bringing the animals in.
Animals. All right. And if you look on the super chat, Anna just gave a donation, $10.33. And I love that. I love that. And so for those that are watching Stacey's show for the first time on YouTube, the Goldylocks Production channel on YouTube, you can watch us live there, and they have a button where you can tip. You can actually start tipping, your these shows and help all these wonderful spiritual teachers and help the phenomenal Stacey and Company to stay on the air and share their message. So thank you, Anna. Everyone else, feel free to tip Stacey and to encourage her and to help her. And real quickly, I love that tip, Anna, because it came out to 1033. Which I love that. So yes, there it is. I used the number 33. For those that don't realize, Anna last night was on my show, and one of the messages, the angel messages that was given to her, was to use number 33, because 33 is the Christ energy. It's the Christ energy of healing. It's the healer. It's the teacher healer. And so since I'm doing that, I'm going to give you a reading real quick, Anna. Because you were one of the people that were wanting to activate your career. I couldn't do the activation as far as what animal, because we didn't have the actual birth time, but I did look you up in the Destiny system, and it's in that 33 that came through me and Laura with the Angels and Healings last night is right on the money, because Anna had her birthday on November 8th. Happy birthday, Anna. And you go into the Jack of Heart environment. The Jack of Heart is a very someone that is, it's Christ card, is sharing love and compassion and even helping younger people. So Anna, there is going to be something in the career going forward to still help some younger people this coming year, still share that wisdom with that healing with other people that are younger. Also, we're going to be talking about Stacey's mom later on, but you do share a similarity with her mother this year in the fact that you have a King of Spades. This means an energy is getting ready to come over you, Anna, to create the kind of career you want to create. If you know what you want, I want you to be honest about what you want. If you're like, I'm not sure, sit down, journal it, talk to somebody, get really clear before January on this is what my heart is telling me. This is where I feel like I can share my healing and my compassion with the world, and then start creating your business. Start really getting after it, because that energy is going to come and say, if I dream big, I can achieve it. So this isn't one of those years where you just say, all right, I want to get a few clients. No, this is one of those years where you say, bam, Anna's in the house with the Holy Spirit and the Angels and Company, and I'm going to cover a lot of ground in 2021. So I'm going to let Stacey also give you a reading, and thank you for your donation, Anna, and the Christ Spirit is all around you, in you, through you, and guiding you. Stacey, do you have anything for our friend Anna or any other?
Yes, Anna, you are such a playful spirit. It is so fun. All I can do is just feel how joyous and happy and just beautiful everything is going to move forward for you. I have to tell you this. I'd like you to call for a unicorn reading. I'm doing special this month, you guys, for as a gift to everyone. For a half an hour, it's $40, and for an hour, it's $60. And they really, really want to come through, the unicorns do, for the month of December. But Anna, your unicorn actually has wings. And so I want you to know that they're gigantic wings, which means that you are ready to take flight in some form, somehow, somewhere. And it's not necessarily flight as in flying all over the country to travel or anything like that, but it's wings, meaning that you have wings now, that you can fly and do and be and have whatever it is that your heart desires. So now it's just a matter of getting clear. So thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Love you, Anna. And Anna also got some of my books coming. Anna actually is a super fan because she purchased my book, Your Soul Story, How to Create the Life You Always Wanted. This book has it helps people heal from their childhood trauma. It helps them heal even from past life trauma and trauma that happened inside the womb of your mother that you may not have been known. It will tell you how to break negative habits and how to create in 2021 the life you want. It gives you 7 principles that are easy to do. And Anna also got, for those that like to do mystical work, the Quest Method, your intuitive destiny guide. This book is an anointed book to help you answer any question in your life intuitively by picking 3 numbers. I've done all the hard work for you. You can pick any 3-number combo, look in this book, and it'll tell you exactly the answer for that question, how to get the right energy, how to remove the bad energy, and how to get the healing in your life. The Quest Method. You can get both those books right on Amazon under my name, Jeremy Riden. And thank you, Anna. And that was what you call doing a little commercial break.
I love it, though. I want to get those books. I'm going to get some of those books, too. I'm going to order those tomorrow.
All right, some of those books.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not a big reader, but the 3-number thing, I can definitely do that. Definitely do that. My attention span's not all that great with books. But so Anna, she says, I was looking yesterday to draw my unicorn and I was drawn to draw wings. That's fabulous. So just like what Jeremy said, you're following your intuition and recognizing yourself. And that is the most important part of being beings right now in this world. So exciting. I love this show so much.
Anna, keep drawing. What I want you to do, Anna, is I want you to draw a beautiful red heart, like it's almost like in the Roman Catholic Church. I'm not Catholic, but I do like how they do that heart, and then put wings behind the heart. So I want you, for your career, to activate your career, I want you to put a heart with rings around the heart. You can even do this with a unicorn, but I want you to show the unicorn coming from the heart coming out of the unicorn, and almost 2 wings, the wings of the unicorn and the wings of the heart.
Oh, that's so cool. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right. So what types of things can astrology tell us about our lives?
Oh, as I've been saying from the beginning of this show, there is nothing secret from the universe. The universe, when you plant an acorn, a mulberry bush ain't coming out. When you plant a mulberry bush, you're not getting a duck. Meaning in the seeds are the answers of what's to come. Your astrology chart knows what you're going to become because it knows the seeds that you are. So you can definitely see in it, how many marriages are you going to have? How many children are you going to have? What's your child going to be like? What's the best career for you? Who turns you on? Who are you attracted by? Oh, what are some of the bad habits you need to break? I mean, folks, everything you're trying to answer as a human, God has already given you a map, and that is your Soul Coach astrology session with me, which you can get and order on divinesparkministries.com. Now look at this. We got another super chat going on, Stacey.
Woohoo!
He keeps it 1111.
That's an awesome number. I love that number.
You know that 11 is all about, inspiration, spiritual messages, sharing your dreams with the world, raising human consciousness, bringing in just a powerful energy. I'm going to send it over to Stacey. Stacey, you got something you can share with Kiki for that beautiful formation of 1111?
Yeah, she's doing so well. I've seen her from the time I started my show back in August to now. Every time I see her, she gets brighter and brighter and brighter. Like, Kiki, I'm not sure if you're using a star for your logo or something like that, but it feels like you need to definitely have a star somewhere in your logo with like this bright shininess to go with it, because I feel like that's just going to bring all of your energy into, fruition for you. And I know logos are very simple and small. That's why the star is really, really symbolic for you. You are an amazing shining star right now, and your creations are just gorgeous. And the universe just loves what you're doing right now with all these creating, and with the creations that you're creating, it's with joy in your heart. And so anytime we use our heart to create, then the energy of it actually increases like millionfold, like not even tenfold, but just millions and millions and millions fold. And it's just the neatest energy ever. So thank you so much, Kiki. I love that number. Don't
Now,
we have
Kiki, with that star, when she says to create that star in your logo or wherever you're at, also remember, everything's a symbol for us too. So, not to be too off color here, buy you some star underwear, buy you some star pajamas, get you a star necklace. All right. I mean,
there's stars in your hair. Yeah.
And people can say, this is a teaching moment, everyone. People can say, oh, that's crazy. But what do millions and millions of Christians look at for two things they look at for peace? They look at a cross, but they also look at the rosary. As soon as they see the rosary, it's a symbol of what? They're connected to God. Listen, you don't have to be Christian to use the power of symbols. You can find a symbol that means something special to you, and believe it or not, if you give that symbol a definition for your life, every time you see that symbol, it will bring those feelings of that definition to you. So that's why you want, if it's the star that's motivating your creativity, you want it around the house or somewhere. So every once in a while where you see it, it activates that creativity. For me, the ladybug is a symbol of peace, that everything's going to work out okay for me, no matter what I'm going through. So even when I go to a store and I see the ladybug, I'm like, okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. So you could have 2 or 3 totems. And I would encourage you, what symbol brings you peace? What symbol makes you feel connected to God? What symbol makes you feel happy? Think on these things. Spirit will share them, and then start sprinkling these throughout the house, the car, just not everywhere, but just in certain places that when you walk by every once in a while, hypnosis-wise, subconscious-wise, it triggers the energy of what you attach to that symbol. Little teaching, powerful teaching going on here with the Stacey and Company Show. Thank you, Stacey.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. So I do have a question. Do we have Kiki's dates? Did we get her for the animal activation remedy today?
No, we did not get Kiki's animal activation, but I'm going to do this, Kiki. If you will email to Stacey your birth info. And for birth info, I need the full birth info. I need your birthday, the time. It's very important to have the time. It's on your birth certificate, and the place you were born for us to see what animal activates your career. If you have those things, send it right over here to loveraspberrylight@gmail.com, and she'll get that info to me. And even if, Kiki, you don't have the actual time, just because you were a super chatter, send what info you have to Stacey at loveraspberrylight@gmail.com, and I will email you a little free tiny reading about 2021, what energy you're specifically going into. Folks, it pays to pay. I hate to say it, but when you pay on Super Chat, you get little benefits, and you can get there by going to Goldylocks Productions on the YouTube channel. You'll see a super chat button that has a little money icon that you can pay, and we do that. And for those that can't pay, we love you too. We're going to get to you too. And but let's go back to you, Stacey.
So do we want to do one reading?
Sure, we can do a reading.
We explained a lot of information that was so cool.
Let's use Linnell. Linnell says, I use a music note, because Linnell's a singer, and she's saying she uses music notes for her totem. And so, Linnell, I look at what's going to activate your career, what animal for your career you should be drawing, looking at, having the symbol in your house. And you have the female cat. You have the cat. It is the kitten. It is the cat that will activate your career, but it is the red cat. So I need you to draw a picture of a red cat, color it in red, put it somewhere where you maybe where you're singing. If you plan on producing an album, put it near the microphone. If you're doing readings, put it next to your candles, but do the red cat. You may even want to buy some kitty symbols. And then also what's neat about the red cat, remember how powerful the cat was in Egypt. But I was looking up your career, Linnell, because I love you. I was looking it up. Not only the certain cat that was in charge of your career was called the female earth goddess. She was the earth goddess that was in charge of loving Mother Earth by scattering the seeds. And so now, if you could do things to bless plants, if you could even if you don't have a green thumb, get a plant around you, or basically while you're driving all over the U.S., get you some seeds and throw them out on the road, kind of be like Johnny Appleseed. And so just kind of, talk to the plants and talk to the trees and flowers, because you're an earth goddess, mother goddess of the earth. But get a red cat. Even if you can buy a red cat porcelain, do that. And if you ever get like lucky in money or whatever, send a cat sanctuary some money. Same thing for like the other people that had the elephant. Kathy, you had the elephant. Send a donation to an elephant sanctuary. When you do things to bless the animal that is over your chart, and this is just a career chart, it will activate that. So just like when the churches used to say, pay your tithes, when you give, it shall come back. Well, I'm saying pay some of your charity next time towards, if you want to bring more wealth in your career, for you, Linnell, to a cat charity, for you, Kathy O, to an elephant charity. Back to you, Stacey.
So Linnell, oh my gosh, a red cat. That is an amazing, like truly amazing. And red is all about fire and power and strength. And it brings joy, actually, because it's related to the heart chakra once more. So you can definitely create so much through the just feeling into this red cat and the sensation of red. Bring red into your life more. It's a really great color to activate anything in your life. And especially in this case, is related to your career. You could definitely create more with that color. It's just an awesome color. I can't even express it. The one thing that I'm getting is that wherever you are, okay, so there's a thing about red around the door that can be painted, and it's all about luck. Or if you have a red door, it's about luck. So wherever you are going to be creating, whether it's the singing or, another business type of venture, whatever it is in your career, maybe try to have a red door leading into your studio or into, your creative space. So thank you so much.
Awesome. And suck on pumpkin seeds.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Yeah. Now get you some pumpkin seeds, each a few if you like them. If you don't like them, just get a few of them and throw them out on the ground somewhere. Crazy stuff. People are like, oh, this stuff is crazy. But you know what? I love being crazy. I love being mystical and magical and supernatural. And I don't like being boring and normal. And no. If you like the magical and the mystical and the miraculous, you're part of my soul tribe.
Absolutely. Yeah. And mysterious. I like to be a little mysterious at times too.
Oh, absolutely mysterious.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So back to our questions. Are there bad planets?
Well,
speaking of mysteries,
the appropriate response would be, oh, there's no such thing as bad planets or bad aspects. But the truth is there are. And what I mean by this is there's a thing called how do we say this? The way I would say it is, in everybody's chart, you have certain planets that are stronger than others. And you may have some planets that you're not used to working with. You're not used to really activating that energy. So you're not seeing the full strength of that planet. That's why you want to see a soul coach astrologer, so you can learn what things you can do to make that energy good. So for give me an example, let's say someone's got the planet Mars. Mars is about fighting for yourself, standing up for yourself, going after your dreams like a warrior, a soldier. Woo! Right? But guess what? What if your Mars is in Cancer? And Cancer is about sacrifice, compassion, love. Well, the next thing you know, what's going on is you're never sticking up for yourself. You're always allowed your passion. You quickly put your passion aside because you feel guilty for showing that aggression. So this would mean that your Mars is weak in your chart, and we would need things to help you get more comfortable being a little more assertive with what you want to go after in life. So that's what I mean by bad. I don't mean bad as in your curse. I just mean there are things that we can learn to improve upon that are not necessarily our innate strengths.
Oh, that's awesome. So then what are remedies?
Remedies are, when you listen to an astrologer, a remedy is kind of what we're talking about, these animals, these different things. Remedy are things that you can buy, do to help strengthen the weak planet in your chart, to help try to bring about some more positive energy in your life. So a lot of people that in astrology or even in their chakras or energies or healing, they'll use crystals. There's certain crystals that will bring up the energy of that planet. Every planet has a color. Every planet has a crystal. Every planet has an animal. Every planet has little different things you can do to activate the energy of that planet within your life. So the remedy is just little tricks, little trays, little things you can do to try to get you more in line with the energy of that particular planet that is not strong in your natal chart.
Wow. We are really complex. This is so cool though, because there's so much more to the chart than what you normally hear. You know, like you said, there's it's not just about the planets. There's more, and animals are involved, which we totally love. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So let's do another.
Zodiac. The Chinese use all animals, right? So
yes,
the ones have always used animals.
Yeah, I love them. And
you want to do another reading for someone?
Yeah, let's do another reading.
Okay, so let's do Melissa. I don't know if Melissa's on. Oh, she is. I see 3 hearts. Melissa's heart is on. Melissa down there in Sarasota, and there's Stacey. She does the Joyful Finding shows. I don't need to tell you that because I know you all love Melissa. She's like #1. Woohoo! Melissa, to activate your career, to bring in more prosperity in your career, you're going to like this. You're actually horses. So you want to draw horses, have pictures of horses, have a horse totem. But when you're doing the coloring of a horse, your color is actually white. So you want white horses, and buy a picture of a white horse. Put a white horse on your computer when you're doing readings, whatever. But also definitely all these things I'm telling people to bless your career. I specifically want you to color a white horse, whatever animal I gave you, whatever color I gave you, color that. Who knew that coloring could bring cash to you? That's how cool the universe is. The universe says, unless you become like a child, you can't get the benefits. So coloring is one way to get the benefits of the universe because you're getting that playful side. A playful side, a fun side, a happy side are the vibes that bring in wealth. So do the white horse. All right. And she's saying, Tiffany's saying that she is a horse in her astrology. And what's interesting, what I tell people all the time is all these different astrologies and all these different things like tarot, they all go together. They're family. So like, for those that don't know, Stacey loves horse. She's a horse trainer. She's a horse whisperer. She's a horse whisperer. And she's the best horse whisperer.
They are the best.
This is what's neat. Stacey likes me, right? We're friends, right? Why, besides September 21st, why does she vibe with me? Why do we gel? It's because Stacey's soul loves horses. Well, I was born in the hour of the horse. So the hour that you're born, this is how powerful stuff is. The hour you are born also tells you your personality, the animal personality that you have. I was born at 12:50 Eastern Standard Time, and during my date, that was the horse. So this is what's neat. I'll throw this out here real quickly. You think you're your sun sign. You may have traits of your sun sign, but that's not who you are. That's what you came to learn. That's what you came here to grow as a soul. Well, what's my personality? Your personality is the rising sign. The moment you were born, the hour you were born is your personality. My personality is a horse personality.
I love it. All right. So what are transits and how do they affect the world and us individually?
So you heard what I said at the beginning. I do believe the planets influence us. You see that every full moon, right? Every full moon, there are more crimes. There's more, even women when they have their periods, if you look at it, a lot of it's based on the moon, based on all different things that are going on. So transits are where the planets are right now. Your natal chart is where the planets were the moment you were born. It's the seed of who you are and what you're growing into. Transits are right now. What are the planets doing right now? And so you may have, let's say, your sun in Virgo, like Stacey has, right? She was born a Virgo sun, but right now the sun is moving through the sign of Capricorn. What we would know is that right now that, people that are born are having a Capricorn sun, but we know this because sun is in Capricorn. This means wherever Stacey has Capricorn in her chart, that's where the sun is activated right now, that area of the house. There are 12 sections to an astrology chart. Each section governs a house or governs a theme in your life. When the planets move into a house, that's when that house gets activated. So transits tell everybody, tell the world and us personally what parts of our life are being activated by where the planets are now moving.
I have a question on that. So what if your birth chart doesn't have a planet?
Well, that's a good question. So you're not going to have a planet in every house. There's 12 houses. There's only 10 planets. Now there's a bunch of stars and a bunch of asteroids. So you could have something in every house. But when we look at the major planets, there's only 10. So very well that you're going to have several houses that don't have a planet. What this means in the natal chart is one thing is that area of your life is not as important as other areas, meaning you either mastered that area or you're just not that concerned in this lifetime with that. But that doesn't mean that that house isn't going to be activated because remember, your natal chart has transits coming in all the time. So that means when a planet moves into that empty house, it will activate that. Oh, I got to stop. We got Robin McGuire giving 5, 5, 5, which we know 5 is the number of change. 5 is the number of romance. 5 is the number of creativity. 5 is the number of travel. And we also know 555 comes to number 6, which means taking a family love and taking on a greater leadership role in your community. And so thank you for that, Robin. And I'll go back to you, Stacey. If you don't have a planet in your natal chart house, a certain house, don't freak out. It's still going to be activated. And also notice this is where you get deep into astrology. If you don't have a planet, let's say Stacey doesn't have her second house is in Capricorn, which is the wealth house, but she has no planet there. Does that mean Stacey's going to be poor her whole life? No. What you do, no. Now that we got super chat, Stacey ain't going to be poor. She's going to be rich with your guys' donation and support. But what you do is this. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So you would see where your Saturn was in your chart, and that would tell us how you got your money. So even if you don't have a planet in a house, you have a zodiac sign in that house. That zodiac sign is ruled by a planet, and wherever that planet is in your chart, it will activate that house. So if I don't have no planet in my 7th house, that doesn't mean that I'm never going to have love. If Taurus is ruling my 7th house, I just look to see where Venus is, and that will tell me about my love life.
Oh, I love it. This is so fun. This is so cool. I'm really, really appreciative that you're here today. I'm having a blast. So Robin, thank you so much. I have to tell you that 555 has been coming up for me just about every single day. It also means like a wealth of change, like change for the better. And I just can't wait. I want to actually skip ahead because Jeremy is also, he does numerology as well. So it'd be a lot of fun to learn a little bit more about the numbers too. So let's have you, I know you just explained some of 555, but let's have you talk about, so what is the energy of 2021 in numerology?
So this is very good. And Robin, I'll give you your animal this week because I need to go back to your chart. So I'll call you maybe later tonight. I'll give you a call and text that to you. But thank you for your donation. What is going on? And Robin, the reason why you did 555 and why Stacey's singing 555 is because 2021 is the year of 5 for the universe. The universe goes into a 5 vibration. I wish a disco ball would drop right now, and all of a sudden there are little confetti being blown everywhere, people dancing, because 5 is the energy of fun. I don't know about you, but after 2020, I could use some fun time. I need a little fun time. I'm going to go down and visit Stacey and Melissa and Laura and Tampa in a few months, and we're going to have some fun time. But 2021, you're going to see several things going on. If you're single, that's the year to date, because 5 is the number of sex. So you're going to see what's going to happen is the corona's going to get taken care of. The borders are going to go open up, and then everyone's going to be like little bunny rabbits. Everyone's going to go out there, and they're going to populate the earth. And if you're like, I'm not single, well, then start role playing with your husband or wife, because it's not about boring sex. It's not about it's Tuesday night. This is what we do, macaroni D's and missionary. No. It's about spicing things up in 2021. And outside of great sex and outside of dating, phenomenal business. If you're an entrepreneur, never been a better time for you. It's the time to network. I always tell people this, your network will equal your net worth. If you want your money to go up, you got to meet more people. What happens in a 5-year is usually if you're an entrepreneur, someone introduces you to someone else that opens the door for your career, opens the door for your money. And so you definitely want to take a lot of trips. 5 is travel. So even if you can't go overseas, you need to travel. You need to get in that car, because it's by traveling, your juices flare up. You get all kinds of ideas. And I could go on and on. Just Google the number 5 and you'll see all the energy. But Robin is right and Stacey's right. It's all about changes, a lot of changes. But what people don't understand, they're good changes. 5 is never a punishment. 5 is always a payoff. So you're going to see a lot of people being rewarded for their patience, for their commitment. And so if you've been working hard, you should expect to start seeing next year things start coming into your favor. And I don't know about you, but that's a yeah, hell yeah.
Definitely. That is awesome. Such good news. I love good news on my show. Such good news. And I'm very excited. I have to tell you, in the last business that I had, the horse business, so I was traveling all over the country and doing horse shows and things like that. My logo had 3 horse heads that were the logo. I'd actually drawn them myself. And then I had 2 shadow horses on the outside. And a friend of mine said, and my colors were red and black. And one of my friends said to me, that's unlucky to have the 5 horse heads. I have to tell you, it was the exact opposite. I was very, very successful in my business, and not enough for me being a Virgo, but still enough for the universe. And it was an amazing journey, and I just had a blast with it. So I recommend using 5 in everything, and red. Those 2 things for me have been super, super, super lucky, very, very lucky, and just love it. So this is so much fun. All right, let's do that.
5 is all about freedom. And so with to me, horse is symbol freedom. To me, horses are all about freedom. And so when you had that 5 on there, you're going with that horse energy of freedom, and I love it. Now, do you have a horse tattoo?
I do not have any tattoos.
I don't either, but folks, I am willing to raise some money for Stacey to get a horse tattoo if she's willing to do it.
I would like a unicorn tattoo. So yes, that would be fabulous.
A unicorn tattoo?
Yes. Yes.
Is it next year?
I would love to get a unicorn tattoo.
How much does it cost? 500?
I don't even know. How much do they cost? Originally, I wanted a dragon tattoo all the way up my arm, like right here. So right there. On my hand, I was going to have it so that it could talk. And then I was going to go all the way up around.
For the whole arm, but if you want to get maybe something on the thigh or the back cheek or something, I'd be happy to donate to that.
Definitely. I would love to have a
tattoo. I'm going to come back on in a few months, and we're going to do a telethon for tattoo.
Very special. Very special. All right, let's do another reading. Who do we have to read?
All right. So we also have Katie from New York. Or not Katie, Kathy. I'm sorry, Kathy. Kathy from New York. And your animal, Kathy, to activate your career is actually two animals. It's a male deer and a hare, a rabbit. And like Linnell is a red deer and a red rabbit. And I would put these two in a coloring book or draw them together. And you know what? It's kind of like Bambi and the rabbit, you know. So I would even start watching Bambi. I would even watch shows, nature shows, right? So for those of you that are listening to me, put on the Discovery Channel when you're doing your meditation, just watch the animal I told you. So when you're getting ready to go into a business meeting or you're getting ready to make a sales call, start your day looking at the animal that I assigned to you. But for you, Kathy B, you want to do red, and it's the rabbit and the deer. You want to and draw these, put it somewhere in the office for your purse, your wallet, put it somewhere that you can see it when you're thinking about work for the next 6 to 10 days. And you should get some kind of insight from the universe on how to create more success in your career.
Oh, I love that. So Bambi, oh my goodness. I got a lot of information from Jeremy just talking about Bambi. That is such a great, great movie. And it's all about Bambi being successful basically on his own. And pretty powerful movie, you know, of course, sad in the very beginning, which is not always good, but Disney does that to us. But and then Thumper is an amazing being. I absolutely love Thumper's personality. So for you, what I'm thinking is that in this whole thing with the deer and the rabbit, it's very important to recognize your gentle side, but also that you can take life in leaps and bounds. And that's what I'm getting, because both of those animals can leap and, you know, move very, very quickly when they need to. They can also sit very still and hang out for a long time too. So for you, I'm getting that this is what you're bringing in your career. You're going to be able to create in like leaps and bounds, and then, you know, sit still for a while and watch the benefits of everything that's happened, you know, and all of the creation that you have begun or actually are beginning. So good luck. This is like so cool. I love it. And then next year, of course, we have the 5 on our side. So it's all going to work out. We just have to stay positive and keep talking to each other. That's a big thing. I've been noticing, like Jeremy said, we need to, you know, be more social. And for me, I feel that that's important too, because it's me and my dog here in my house, and it's a lot of fun to be social. So definitely get out there, have a good time, talk about everything, because that's how you get more ideas, and it creates some energy that's positive for you. So it's very, very cool. So exciting, so exciting.
Kimberly's on there saying, "Me, please." Kim, we did you earlier. You might have missed it, so rewind the show and watch it. But real quickly, yours is an orange female elephant. So you want to color an orange elephant on a piece of paper, keep that near where you're working, look at elephants, and rewind the show, and you'll see more about that. Yes, it's exciting. We're here with Stacey and Company.
Yes, and you're my company today, which everybody's very excited to have.
I'm honored because we don't do interviews. I'm honored to be sitting in the guest seat. Thank you so much. It's an honor.
Well, you're taking the place of the animals, although you're bringing the animal energy with you. And that's what we want to present today, is all these animals are, you know, they're here too to help us in every way. Like every single show, I always speak about these animals and how important they are in our lives and how much they create for us and help us generate more energy and generate, in this case, a career, which is fabulous and so much fun. So let's do one more reading again. And then I'll have one more question for you after that.
All right. So I think we'll go ahead and do Stacey. Stacey, you got your own animal. Woohoo! And so and you'll have to tell the story down the road, but Stacey's animal, believe it or not, is the snake. It's the serpent. And with hers, it's the white snake. It's the white serpent. And if you wanted to throw a little extra animal with it, sometimes the mongoose. So a white mongoose and a white snake. Woohoo!
So the mongoose, oh, that is so cool.
And what people don't realize is there are no evil animals. There are no evil animals. There are no evil animals. Mm-hmm. So what'll happen is people will say, "Oh, the snake is evil because Adam and Eve." No. The snake in many cultures is a symbol of wisdom, of healing, and esoteric knowledge. Same thing with the rat. Some people are with the rat, like, "Oh, that's dirty, dirty, dirty." No, in a lot of places, rats are very resourceful, very clever. So never allow anyone to put any negative connotation, right? So even like with bats, "Oh, these bats called the coronavirus." No, we shouldn't have been eating the bats. So the point is animals are not evil, and erase that kind of energy out of your mind.
I agree. So to move on with that snake a little bit, I was talking to Jeremy earlier about this. I actually had a couple of dreams about snakes. So I have one dream about a cobra snake, and rather than it having the like the hooded to it, it actually called it its wings. So my snake has wings as well, which is quite interesting to me. And in shamanism, you can actually step into the body and become the animal if you want to. So you can fly with an eagle, or you can sit with a rabbit. Or somebody I know, when I was doing a class on animal communications, she actually asked if she could enter into the ant. And she said, "You wouldn't believe the sensation of strength that an ant has." So in this dream, I actually stepped into this cobra, and it was the coolest feeling to recognize, that it had this big wings. And like I said it was wings. So it was really cool. So then the day after my dream, I went to the barn and I was teaching a horseback riding lesson to one of my students. And while I was out there, she was riding around in the arena. And the horse actually spooked. And when it did, it spooked at a snake. And she said, "Oh my gosh, it's a snake." And then I said, "Well, what color is it?" So she told me it was black with a little bit of brown, and then the rest of it was white, which is so interesting. I didn't even put it together till just now, Jeremy. That is so cool. So anyway, so this snake is called the coach's whip. And it was about 3 feet long. I mean, it was huge. I should have put a picture up. But anyway, it was very, very long. And they're not poisonous. They're actually the fastest snake in the United States, which I thought was incredible. So the night before, I had a dream about the most poisonous snake in the world. And then I saw the fastest snake. And once again, it had white. That was so neat because its head was only, little, this much, then this much brown. And then the entire rest of the snake was white. Incredible. So you can actually, the reason why I'm telling you this story is because you can actually start to tap into your own animals that you are using at this moment in time. And for me, I've been really wanting to activate a new career, go in a new direction than what I had done before. And so these snakes are definitely helping me out. And Jeremy just confirmed it. So it's so exciting, right? And thank you. Thank you so much to my snakes. I love them.
In your astrology chart, I confirmed it, but it was in the astrology. The astrology confirmed it. And that's why I want to encourage everyone out there, whether you're a fairy reader, an angel reader, there's other ways to connect and get higher information. But if you're truly a student for reaching your highest potential, you need to include astrology, a serious study of astrology in your repertoire.
I agree. Let's put your website up there so everybody can contact you for some readings. That'd be great. Stick at Jeremy's website, Divine Spark Ministries.
Yeah, we said at the same time, Jinx. DivineSparkMinistries.com, and you can fill out the contact form if you're interested in readings, and I'll let you know when I'm available and what prices are. But if you'd like to win a free reading, people that are not subscribed to my YouTube channel or my Instagram, people that are now subscribing from here until January, I'm putting people's names in a raffle to get a free reading. So YouTube. So you may be on Goldylocks Production on YouTube watching me right now, but you got to go to my YouTube channel too. And that's Jeremy Riden. My name, Jeremy Riden. All right there is Jeremy, Jeremy. Riden is Riden. Riden. Same thing with Instagram, Jeremy _Riden. Definitely definitely go there and comment on it. The more you comment, the better it is. And I'm going to turn it back to Stacey. Stacey's mom, though, I wanted to let her know you do have a phenomenal year in 2021. Energy is coming back into your life. You're going to have more energy start coming back into you. But it's a year, even though it's a 5-year on the world in general, for you, it's a 1 year. So this means that not only in the world is changing, but for you, there's a lot of new beginnings in 2021. Some people move, some people do other things, but there's definitely, before you hit that next age, some shifting going on with new beginnings in your life, and you'll have the energy for it. So like, hold on, energy's coming for you to feel more like yourself. 2021, you're going to feel so much more like yourself than you've had in a long time. And that's going to be really, really a great blessing.
I'm so excited. Thank you for that. And I'm sure she thanks you as well. I'm not sure how savvy she is about adding comments, but I do know that she said she was watching today. So hi, Mom, and thank you for watching. And I'm so excited.
Stacey, thank you for giving her to the world. You're a great mom.
See, I paid him to say that, really. I love it. So much fun. So we have one more question. Can you give us an example with the major transit that we are going through right now?
Real quickly, I'm going to ask a great question. Can I get a reading even if I don't have the exact birth time? Yes, you can. I'll have to do a different type of reading with you, a destiny reading, but it is just as accurate. But if you're trying to do some of the things I did today, you'll need a birth time, but don't be depressed. You can still find out a lot from your astrology from the date of birth. So I did get your information, Anna, and we will get you in there here in the next few months. I'm sorry, we only got a few minutes. What was that question again, Stacey?
Not a problem. I just wanted to make sure that we got this last question in because it's really cool. Because you talked about
question. What do I want? What do I like?
So I said, can you give us an example with the major transit we are going through right now?
Well, there's a lot of major stuff going on. So we had the North Node and the South Node change signs. This transit will affect the world for 18 months. In the Vedic system, it went into Taurus and Scorpio. So this means that there's going to be a lot more things going on in the intuitive work, more intuitiveness, more spirituality. So if you're into spirituality, it's going to grow in your life in the next 18 months. But Taurus is all about finances and money. So it kind of goes with that 5 where we talk about a payday. So you'll start feeling that more pleasure, more joy, more happiness coming in for the next 18 months. Also about, for those that are single, if you're wanting to get married, it's a great time where many of you will find your soulmate. And for those that want to also start a business, it's a great one. Another transit that's going on is the winter solstice this year, December 21st. We got Jupiter and Saturn going conjunct in the sign of Aquarius. Jupiter and Saturn only conjunct means they're right next to each other. They're the closest they can get. And they haven't, this only happens once every 20 years, but this specific closeness hasn't been this close since Galileo in 1630. And when this conjunction happened then, he developed a telescope to be able to take science and astronomy into the future. And so with this Jupiter and Saturn conjunction in Aquarius, many of you are going to have a download for your future. You're going to be able to see more into what the universe has for you on a higher level, downloading higher messages, connected to higher messages, connected to just, the telescope changed the whole world. It was an invention that changed the whole world. Things are getting ready to change in this world. You all sense it. That's why there's been this shaking going on. The shaking always happens before an awakening. The shaking happens, then the awakening. A lot of you been shook, but now you're getting ready to be woke up. And the 21st is when you'll start seeing, aha, now I understand Holy Spirit. Now I understand unicorn. Now I understand dragon. Now I see clearly. Get ready. Get ready. Your life's about to turbocharge.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, I have to say, this has been an extremely wonderful show. And thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so happy to have you as my very first guest. You're first. I'm still learning how to interview, so please excuse me, but I really enjoyed this. This was so much fun and such great news for our future. I mean, this has just been fabulous and so exciting for people to get jazzed up about the holiday season and also thereafter. You know, February coming up is going to be amazing. So we just have to sit tight, enjoy ourselves until then, try to understand and learn as much as we can. And we will continue to do that next week on the show when we find out who shows up. You know, I told you guys last week that it was a little bit difficult sometimes to have, you know, an idea of what was going to happen in the next show. Although this week we had Jeremy planned ahead. So next week we'll see who shows up. And thanks so much for being with us. And once again, thank you, Jeremy. And everybody keep your eye out. Watch Jeremy's show at 8 o'clock on Tuesday nights. And I will see you next week. Thanks again.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron. Receive exclusive access to live stream special and other epic perks. Join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.